The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Now Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. An option give now to Mitchell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing is Rattler. That's caught by Ware. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. He's got it. This is Ware. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Rattler. And he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Mitchell is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll look to throw for it with Rattler. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Breaks through the contact. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A big pickup of 38. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Jordan Addison, 36 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
2nd and 10. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And his throw here's incomplete. And the man in coverage was Trent McDuffie. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's taken down here by the Saints. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they get to him again. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Now Rattler. And this complete to Mitchell. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rattler working out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Saints at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Play action. Now Rattler. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To the air is Rattler. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Pulled in at the 24. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now here's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. A gain of 3, second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 24. 3rd down and 1. Mahomes going to change things up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
I think they like this drive a little bit better than their partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's complete, left side to Worthy.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On the draw, here's Mitchell.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Third down and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Rattler wants to throw it. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run. A 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, here's Rattler. He's got it to Hilton.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Chiefs' 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, Rattler. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And a throw right sideline is complete.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
This is caught by Addison. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. A give right side for Pacheco. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Well, the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Touchdown! A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
He's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for a Saints. First down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 43-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing is Rattler. That is caught.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Rattler. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away. They've got his man complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for KC. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Now Rattler. This one deep for Wilson. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 7-yard touchdown Brown. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers.
They're all about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
Marcus Jones picks it, and the Saints are right back in this football game.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
Throw right side, Wilson.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. To the air is Rattler. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Still going inside the 20.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a fourth-quarter pick-six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they throw the pick-six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 27.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4.
Back to throw.
2nd and 6.
Looking for the out route, and he's got his man. It's Mitchell.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Rattler wants to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to go up top again.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Complete to Hilton. And they can't bring him down. Running right through it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
To pick up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Rattler working out of the gun.
He's going to let it fly. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Mahomes going to throw it here.
He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against